shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them, lest we forget.
Traditional marching band instruments there. French horns, trombones, clarinets, full military band. It's good to see.
No Glockens war camps too, under terrible conditions. Now we come into the units, the headquarters 8th Division. Of course, it was the general commanding of Gordon Bennett, who was a controversial figure because he escaped and came back to Australia. 2nd 15th Field Regiment. Fought in the major battles of the Malayan campaign, and again they suffered terribly after they suffered 3.5 years of captivity in Changi, Burma, Thailand, Borneo and Japan. Now we have a field company of engineers from the ill-fated 8th Division.
Again, a lot of descendants of veterans obviously are marching today. But these are the veterans that had a pretty tough time.
Right. Yes, you can understand why there's not a lot of veterans there, because of the terrible things that happened to them while they were prisoners of war. Now, coming behind that, take it to now they have the Signals Division there. The Signals Corps units that were attached to the 8th Division, and behind them 22 Brigade of the 2nd, 18th, 19th and 20th, which are all New South Wales battalions. In fact, I had an uncle who was in the 2nd, 18th. He was wounded in Singapore and was captured and was in the bag for 3.5 years. Early in the Malayan campaign, the 2nd, 18th inflicted a reversal of the Japanese troops at a place called Jemalung. And the Japanese were forced to retreat and were forced to call for people to come and other units from the west coast to come over to help them.
Well, we've got a pause behind the brigade there, Bob. The school blazer of Sydney High School. There, that's the Sydney High School marching band, and it's probably appropriate. The drum major is the school captain, and that's Ximeng Wang. But again, sound very, very good indeed.
And they have, as we said, a variety of musical instruments, don't they? It's a bit different to some of the older styled marching bands we're used to.
Yes. Yeah, away from the traditional military type bands, yes. They tend to be a full military band with the full range of instruments.
I was going to make my normal comment, but I shan't.
You're looking for your glockenspiel, Robert. I know, yes.
And again, they well turned out and looked great. 2nd 18th Battalion there is their banner has come through to us now again.
They're part of the 22nd Brigade, of course.
Yes, the brigade was all from New South Wales. All the battalions came from New South Wales.
And these were perhaps the only battalion
made up of veterans from the Free French forces in World War II and conflicts in Indochina, Madagascar, Algeria, Morocco, Tunisia and peacekeeping missions throughout the world. these veterans, it's the 25th of April is also a key date. It's the anniversary of the Battle of Villers-Bretonneux during World War I. And under cover of darkness, Australian forces managed to recapture the town and force the Germans to retreat, accelerating the end of the war.
Incidentally, I've just been advised that the US Marines have marched previously as an independent unit, so we apologise to any Marines we've offended. Great to see you here. Hope you're back next year. There we see the brown and the blue of the Sydney Boys High School Marching Band. And as we commented previously, they have the school captain as their drum major.
And directly behind them we can see the sign for the Greeks in Crete. Today it's led by Mr. Bill Kotsavolis. The Greek sub-branch has been formed part of the RSL for over 62 years. The battles of Greece and Crete in 1941 saw Australian soldiers fight alongside the local population